My dear students, now I'll take a problem on bearings. So the problem on bearings is like this: design a journal bearing for a centrifugal pump running at 1200 rpm. Diameter of journal is 100 mm, and load on bearing is 15 kN. Take L by D ratio equal to 1.5. Bearing temperature 50 degrees centigrade. Ambient temperature 30 degrees centigrade. Find whether artificial cooling is required or not. So data, the given data you write down. It is a question mark problem. It is so RPM n equal to 1200, diameter is 100. Okay, load is 15 kilonewton, 15,000 Newton. It is L by D ratio is 1.5. Ambient temperature T is 30 and buried temperature is 50 degrees centigrade. Okay, TB minus TA approximately T naught minus TA divided by 2. So find out T naught operating temperature. Put the all value of TB and TA. You get T naught equal to 70 degrees centigrade. Now first step, select the recommended values for the centrifugal pump rotor journal bearing from the table 24.2 design data handbook. From there you have to refer this. So if you go design data handbook, if you refer it, you'll come to know the maximum pressure for this centrifugal pump rotor journal bearing is how much? 0.69 to 1.37 megapascals. Diameter clearance is 0.0013. So ratio L by D equal to 1.5. It is given, already given the problem. Okay, given the problem. And absolute viscosity eta equal to 25 into 10 raised to minus 3 pascals. Bearing modulus S is given 483.5 into 10 raised to minus 9. So this is the data you get it from the table 24.2. I'll make it a full screen. Next step, design is there. Select the allowable pressure 1 megapascal. C has given 1 into 10 to 6 Newton meter square. Also you know P equal to W into W divided by L N into T. The formula is there. Pressure to the area of the bearing L by L into T. So put the values of P pressure. Okay, so this you know that L is a ratio of L by D is 1.5, so L equal to 1.5 D. So put the value here. So what you get? You get the diameter of journal, which is design. Is dimensions of journals here. So you get the diameter of journal is 100. Length of the bearing is 1.5 times T. You put the value of this value and find out this value in 150 mm. It is 150 mm meters you converted. So 150 mm it is. Okay. So then you have to find out. You are rounding the values. This you have to find out once again. P actual you have to find out. So how much you get? Again 1 to 10 raised to 6. Sometimes what happens, the value comes odd value, so you have to round off it to the nearest higher value. Then you have to again find out P actual. So here P actual remains same. Select the oil selection of oil. Next, from figure 24.2 DDHB. Okay, for eta equal to 25 to 10 to minus 3 pascals and T naught equal to 70 degrees centigrade. Select the oil is G. Oil is a G. So it come to know from that figure oil is G. Okay. Therefore, actual value of eta equal to 31 to 10 to minus 3 pascals. Okay. So from table 24.1, figure 1, G oil is SAE 40. Oil is SAE 40. So check for oil. So bearing modulus you get to calculate this formula, you know, eta in n dash by p. Find out this value bearing modulus. Now here, see here, calculated bearing modulus and recommended bearing modulus. Recommended bearing modulus is how much here? Okay, it is that is 483.5. 483.5 into 10 minus 3 thick. So it is a thick film lubrication is possible, hence the select oil is correct. Select oil is correct. Okay, so where is here, see this is the bearing modulus value 483.5 10 to minus 9 is recommended value. Okay, this you are equating this the calculated value of bearing modulus, so that you have to if it is greater than that, the thick film lubrication is possible, hence select oil is suitable. Next, we have to find out heat generated. Heat generated Hg equal to mu PLD new here. So it here that you get it from the data book here. So that formula you have to utilize, and from Mackey equation of mu. So it is Ka and n eta n dash by p. This formula you have to use from again 24.2 data book you get. Okay, assume full journal. Assume full journal. I'll show that data book equation number, because in a video it will become disturbance. So okay, I'll show that. Now assume full journal K equal to this value. Okay, K equal to this value is there, and the delta mu is 0.002. Already I explained when I explaining the Mackey's equation. There I shown these values K Okay, these are available in data book also. Now mu equal to, put the value, all the values, then find out mu equal to, okay, put mu equal to what here, h, that is h is equal to this value. Okay, so mu value, how much you get is 0.00113, then you find out h is equal to heat generated equal to this value, so 1065 watts. So next, heat dissipated. Heat dissipated is the hd equal to ca, C into A in bracket TB minus TA. 24.77 equation you have to use it. So where C value is given there, 11.36, this value 11.36 W meter square Kelvin. A is a 25 DL is will be given. D you know, L you know. Okay, D you know, everything in meters. Remember everything in meters here. So then HD you find out. Put all the values of CA and TB and TA. TB and TA already you know. TB is 50 and 3. TA is 30. 85.2 watts. Amount of heat to be removed is nothing but Hg minus Hd. Heat generated, heat dissipated. So it is a 979.8. 1065 is the heat generated. 85.2 watts is the heat dissipated. So 979.8 watts is the amount of heat to be removed. Hence artificial cooling is required because amount of heat removed is much here. 97 almost it's 1 kilowatt. So therefore you recommend artificial cooling is required for this problem. Okay, then fifth, minimum film thickness and its location. So what you have to find out, Sommerfeld number. For that Sommerfeld number you put all the values, you know all these terms on eta, viscosity you know, n dash you know, p. Okay, okay, chi square here, 003 is the okay, this value. Okay, so this all these values know what is the eta square here, the value is there, is given here. So the eta value is here 0.0013. So we can come to know 003 value is given here. So it is value from chamber here. This is the eta equal to diameter clearance ratio is a 0.0013. It is given there. That you have to utilize here. Okay, so this you have to use it and put a values. You put 0.367, you get a Sommerfeld number. From figure 24.13a, page number 24.3 from data book, for s equal to this value 0.367 and L by D ratio is already given 1.5. Minimum film thickness variable delta equal to 0.935 for full journal bearing. Also delta equal to, we know, 2h min by c, where c is a okay diameter clearance ratio into diameter. So this 0.0013 into 0.1, you get 1.3 into 10 raised to minus 4. So put the values here. Okay, so in this equation, delta equation, so h, how much you get h min here, 6.0775 into 10 raised to minus 5 meters. From figure 24.11a, from page 24.30 data handbook, for s equal to 0.367 and L by T 1.5, position of minimum film thickness is 5 equal to 70 degree centigrade. So 70 degree centigrade. Okay. So then comes the oil flow rate of and the end leakage. From figure 24.37, because here in bearings always you have to refer figures and tables, all graphs. So, okay, from figure 24.37 DDHB for S equal to 3.367 and L by D is 1.5. Flow variable is lambda q is 3.1 for full journal bearing. Length in the direction of motion B is this equation you have to use, pi d into beta degree divided by 360. So put the you get the value 0.314. So therefore length of bearing in the direction of motion, length in the direction of perpendicular motion. So length in the direction of perpendicular motion, b by l. Okay, so b by l you get 2.09. So from figure 24.38 once again DDHB for b by l, the value of 2.0944 and delta equal to 0.935. Delta equal to 0.935. So flow correction factor is CQ. You get it. So what are these things you are doing here? You are doing these things for this equation. So considering the side leakage, oil flow through the bearing, Q equal to this formula. So put all the values, lambda Q, Q is a 3.1. Okay, C is a 1.3 10 to minus 4. Okay, N is a RPM here, L is the length. Okay, so yeah, okay, RPM in that way 4 psi you get value. CQ is what here, 1 here. To get CQ you should know B by L ratio. Why I calculated B here? B here because B by L ratio and delta will provide me what here, CQ. Will provide me what, CQ. So you get the value of Q equal to 3.0225 in 10 to minus 5 meter cube per second. It is a oil flow rate and end leakage. Again, next one is a from figure 24.39, it is a DDHB for S equal to 0.367. Again, you take L by D equal to 1.5. Oil flow ratio is QS by Q equal to 0. The amount of end leakage QS equal to 0. Equal to 0. Okay. So it is shows here power loss due to friction is what this formula is there. N mu equal to suffix mu equal to mu W into V. 0.0113 is the mu. 15 is the load here. 10 okay. 10 raised to 3. 10 raised to 3 value. It is a Newton. WV is a it is a load. So the 10 raised to 3. So okay into and Newton and is the velocity pi d n upon 60. So pi d into n divided by 60. All you're taking meters, remember. Then only you get watts. So it is 1065 watts. Okay. So this is the solution for the problem. So in this way you have to solve the problem. So here what is important is that you have to refer data book. Data book reference. If I make it in the same problem, I'll try to pick another problem. So I'll do that. Okay. So I'll stop here.